Hello friends, welcome to my channel. And today we're going to make this beautiful flower wreath made with daisy chain petals and this beautiful ribbon embroidered center. We're going to use a Unique in the Creek small round board, and this is a good time for you to take a screenshot to see where the zip ties are placed. Our center has been handcrafted with so much love, and it featured these beautiful daisies and beautiful butterflies. We are going to make beautiful sunflower basic leaves using a strawberry ribbon to match with our daisy and strawberry center. Look how beautiful that goes. However, there are other ribbons, maybe a ladybug ribbon, that can definitely go very well with the center as well. Our kits come completed with zip ties, scissors, clips, ribbon tails already cut. And this is directional ribbon, so we cut it in smaller strips. Our mesh comes wrapped and already cut the size for you, so you have nothing to cut and nothing to worry about. Here is how we zip tie the board. The zip tie has a flat side and a little head on the other side. You want the flat side facing the ceiling, and that's the way we want to insert it into our set of holes, because that's what we're using in this case. So you can just go in from one hole and come out on the other set, just like so. And then you want to soft close the zip tie. That means we are not going to close it all the way. You're going to hear like a little zip sound when you close it. Don't go all the way. Leave it about 2 inches open so we can insert our petal. So there you have it, the board. It's all preloaded, so it makes it easier for us to go in and have everything in our place. Now we are going to form our petals. You're going to have the poly burlap cut 10 by 10 already done for you in front of you. And you want to make sure that you keep the factory edges on your left and on your right, and then turn your diamond in front of you. That way we can ensure that all our petals are going to be the same direction and that the factory edge will cover the burnt edges. Go in, fold the corner about 1 inch, and start pinching, scrunching all the way up to the other corner, where you're going to fold in again about 1 inch and finish off the petal. Once that's done, I like to turn it upside down. You have a cute little bow. You place it down and you are going to lift and turn your petal to make sure that both factory edges are visible. That way, when we place the petals, everything is the same and the cut edges are covered. Pinch that with the clip provided in the kit and just put it aside for a moment. Just look at how all the factory edges are going the same direction. It's very important once we start putting our wreath together. You can now see how all the factory edges are the same, covering the cut edges. But before we insert that in, we're going to prep our ribbons. In this particular kit, the ribbons are cut shorter because it is directional ribbon, and we want to make sure that the strawberries all go the same direction, like so. Either direction you like it, it's fine. Just make sure they both the same direction. You put it together in a V shape and you scrunch on the bottom, pulling it together. When you scrunch them together, you want to make sure that the ribbon is nice, even, and it is the right side up. You can now go ahead, place it together with the leaf, the green burlap leaf that we have made, again making sure that the ribbon is facing up the right way. And then you're ready to insert it in the board. You go in about an inch and you can go ahead and pull in on your zip tie. Before you pull it tight, make sure the ribbon is facing the right way. Once you have placed your zip tie, then you can go ahead and use a zip tie gun or scissor to remove the tail of the zip tie. I'm going to show you how to make the leaf again and a different way to put it in. Again, make sure that your factory edge is on the right side, fold in about an inch, scrunch, and fold all the way in. Flip it over and turn so that the petals are together, and we are going to clip it and put it aside. Once you have made the leaf, you see how beautifully cupped it is. However, you can also make it go the other direction, so it's entirely up to you which way you want it. We're going to go ahead and finish the rest, put them all together, make sure again that all your ribbon is going the right direction. We can also do the ribbon and the leaves separately, so you can go in, insert your leaf, put a clip to it so that it holds inside the the zip tie. And then you go ahead, prep your ribbon the same way. You're just doing it in 2 steps. Always make sure that the ribbon is facing right side up. Insert it in, remove your clip, go ahead in with your ribbon, and once that's all set in place, then you can go ahead and pull on your zip tie. This is a good thing maybe if you're a beginner and you just want to make sure you're doing it the right way. We're going to go ahead and dovetail our tails. So you fold the ribbon in half. You take the scissors from the folded side, going upwards toward the ceiling, toward the open side, and you just cut. And that's how you get a pretty dovetail. I think I'm about to give you a close-up so you can better see what I'm talking about. So go ahead, fold your ribbon in half, take it from the folded side, diagonally going toward the ceiling. Go ahead and give it a nice diagonal cut. And that's how you get a pretty dovetail. We're going to start working on our daisy chain petal right now. You want to make sure that the mesh is curl side up in front of you, diamond shape. You want to bring the point down to the point, press it down a little bit. And when it's not an easy mesh to work with, like this one, which is a foil mesh, you want to go ahead and help yourself with a couple of clips just until you get used to making the petal, and then you might not need that anymore. So just clip the sides. Now you have a triangle in front of you, press it down a little, go ahead and bring the point up toward the folded side, keeping about 1/4 of an inch away from the folded side. Don't go all the way up. Press it down a little, go ahead and fold it over one more time. And you're gonna get about a strip that it's about 1 inch. And again, to help yourself, move those clips up so that your 1 inch strip stays in place just until you get used to it. Once that's done, I find that it's easier to wrap the petal around my finger so that I can remove my clips while holding it securely, and then pull down so that it takes the fold where I want it to be, just like so. You can go ahead and measure your petal just to have an idea. However, I will show you later how we can better measure the petal before we insert it in our wreath. Now, our daisy chain petal for this kit is red and white. However, the white was not showing good on camera, so I will show you again with the red petal. However, the white one will be folded just the same as the red. So you always want to have it curl side up, diamond shape in front of you. Bring your point down to the other point. Doesn't have to be perfect, but you want to get a close match to it. Press down a little bit, and you want to make sure that you are holding on to that point, both of them, and bringing it up to the folded side. Not going over the folded line. And make sure you fold it one more time. Press down onto the side, and then wrap that petal around your finger and pull down. And it's the same steps that we'll repeat with the white mesh that came in your kit. You want to go ahead and clip it until we are ready to go and put it together with the white. So the white petals are done, the red petals are done. Now we're going to go ahead and join them together. I like to hold the white outside petal that goes around the red one. Now that we have both our petal formed, I like to take my red one. I like to measure to about 5 inches. You want to make sure that they are both 5 inches to begin with. Remove the clip on the white one, which is the outside one, and place the red petal flat inside the white one. At this point, it's important to measure because we are going to form our wreath, and you want to make sure that the petals are all the same side. And now we are ready to go in row 3 of our wreath with our petals. I have measured my petal at 5 inches. However, I am left with this tail that I'm going to now clip, leaving only about an inch, maybe an inch and a quarter, so that I can insert it into my zip tie. Now, the first petal that we set is really what's going to define the sizes of all the other petals. So once your first one is set, you really place the rest of them according to the size of this one. Because we have a lot of zip tie in row 3, I like to go ahead and remove the zip tie tails as I go along, just to make things a little easier. So now we can repeat the steps for all the other petals. Cut the tails, put them in, make sure you measure to the first petal that you first inserted. There are 16 petals in this row, and just remember to take the zip tie tails off as you go along. It just makes the process a little easier. So go ahead and take your time now to fill all your pretty petals. I want to show you something for the petals. There is one unfolded side like so and one folded edge. So when we're talking about the inside petals that lays flat, we want to make sure that everything is matching and that it's not showing any ugliness, let's say. The same as the one that goes around, you want to make sure that the part that it's facing up is the part that is nicely folded. So keep that in mind when you're placing your petals inside your zip tie. As you go along with your petals, the petals are going to be nice and tight with each other, and it's totally normal. Now we have totally done with our beautiful petals and just making sure that they're all nice and neat around our wreath. Fix your tails a little bit if you want to, if they need to be fixed, your ribbon tails. Now, so friends, during our Facebook Live, our audience asked to show different materials that we can use for this petal as well. So I chose to show you guys how poly burlap works because we all know poly burlap needs to be wood burned. However, for this petal, it does not need to be wood burned. You can simply go ahead, cut it with scissors, and we are going to repeat the same steps. So curl side up, diamond shape in front of you. I always like to have my factory edges left and right, fold down in a triangle, fold that point back in, don't go all the way up, press down a little bit. And the nature of the poly burlap is a little bit better in the sense that it won't run away from you. It'll stay in place, so you don't really need to clip it. And friends, please come and follow us on our Facebook page. I really enjoy the audience and the members' questions, and I really love to help everyone. So come and follow us there, Nadia's Crafty Corner. So you just continue with the petal the same way. And it's a beautiful thing because it shows no fraying edges. Let's finally finish our beautiful strawberry daisy wreath, and now it's time to insert our beautiful center, and we are going to use shared holes. Our centers can also be purchased separately. If you don't want to buy the kit, you can definitely go on our website nadiascrafts.com and purchase just the center. And while you're there, check out all the cool wreath attachments we have. We have some fun stuff going on over there. So that's our completed wreath. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can see all the other fun things we have going on. This is a beautiful strawberry daisy wreath with daisy chain petal. And it's totally completed. It's about 22 inches round. And make sure you come and check out this beautiful kit and that beautiful face. How can you resist? It's a kit, but you can also buy the attachments separate. See you soon. And here's our beautiful finished strawberry ladybug kit. Don't forget to check our bunny pretty wreath, and make sure you follow and subscribe our YouTube channel so you don't miss any of the craft fun.